Hi guys, how are you? Spiritual Barbie here. Sorry, my sister's sleeping in the background, so if you hear snoring, she's sleeping. But today I have your daily reading for May 25th, 2020. Thank you so much for joining me. Okay, so I wonder how you guys are doing. I know I didn't come yesterday. I needed to take the day off, but also I feel as though that message that I gave for Saturday was really good for Sunday as well. So if you did watch Saturday's daily reading, then I would recommend that you watch that as well as this, okay? So we're going to start off with your oracle energy. Okay, we're just going to pull the card. I'll see how I feel. I'll see if I'll want to read it then or I'll read it after. Doesn't matter. Saturday we talked a lot about, I had a download about the twin flame journey and what it really is, and what my guides are trying to explain to me. They're trying to broaden the horizons of it. A lot of people feel very trapped in the traditional sense of what a twin flame journey is. Okay, so it's just to broaden and widen the scope for others, so you guys can understand it more. And understand it better if you're in separation or if you're, with the person. Okay, so this card, this is the medicine, so I'm not going to read this at this time. I'm going to keep shuffling some cards. Okay, so, I hope you guys are doing well. Okay. Okie dokie. We're almost there. Just one more card. This is one card. Okay. Underlying energy is the world. I feel like there's a lot of cycles concluding, things closing up during this time. Okay, so just be patient with the way things are right now. Alright, you guys. Let's get into the reading. So I'm going to have a look at what card this is. And we have the Vision Quest reversed. Okay. So the Vision Quest, what it normally talks about, I'll never forget this card, is it talks about having being a kind of a difficult or kind of a confusing place in your life, and then also being very wrapped up in what's going on around you or what's going on outside of you, especially like work and all those things, and being hyper focused on that. And it basically cautions against overexposure to TV, to your laptop, to your phone, to all that stuff. Okay. And what it really talks about is wanting to get away from that. Now, because it's coming up as the medicine, it's going to have a slightly different message. Okay, so Spirit has been trying to contact you, but received no answer. You were too busy with your life. There is too much noise inside your head. Do not miss the call again. Make room for quiet time this evening. Allow yourself to become bored for a little while. You'll be able to hear the important message trying to get through to you. Wow, so you guys, there's an important message trying to get through to you. And I feel as though it talks about the happily ever after. A lot of you guys have been kind of struggling, I feel like, lately. And I also feel like that's probably the reason why my guides didn't want me to do a reading yesterday. And that's probably the reason why lately I've been talking about, you know, journaling and taking time out for yourself and meditating and stuff. And this definitely applies to me, you know. Sometimes, you know, you just want to distract yourself. But I really feel like it's important because there's a message that Spirit has for each and every one of you guys that's unique to each and every one of you guys and each and every one of your situations, that when you have a busy mind, they can't get through to you, okay? So there's a message from the Divine Masculine. Now this can, I tend to see that the Emperor energy doesn't just have to be this person. A lot of times this is just an energy that is moving through this person, that they feel influenced to do things about this connection or for you. But this is the Divine Masculine energy. I mean, I don't think anybody can really fully embody this energy in full form, right? Some people can, most people can't, right? So I feel like there's a message here about your Divine Masculine, or especially if you are a Divine Masculine, then there's a message here for you, okay, that you need to quiet yourself and go within and take some time out for yourself, to be alone, to be bored, so you can receive some guidance for you. And remember how I said this evening, so allow yourself to be bored this evening. Okay, so what is it that you're going through today? What is it that you're focused on today, you guys? I'm gonna focus on the Queen of Cups, okay? So we're focused on our I'm hearing emotional maturity and emotional growth. Okay, we're letting our emotions flow through us. Focus on creative crafts and endeavors, creative projects. Be nurturing, kind. I feel a lot of you guys, your attention is more on those that you love and those things that you love more than anything else. It's more on journaling and writing and creative writing and creative tasks, counseling, you know, nurturing those around you and nurturing yourself. Five of Swords, I feel like it's about nurturing those parts of yourself that have felt deeply wounded. I feel as though a lot of you guys are going to answer the call of the vision quest, which I'm really happy about. I'm really, really happy you guys are going to do that, because you're really going to heal, okay? You're really going to let the emotions that you felt about being put down, about being kind of fought off. This is kind of a harsh energy. The Five of Swords, I'm not going to bring up rape, but this card has indicated to me that on a few different occasions when someone was raped. So, you know, not too many, but yeah. So some of you guys, maybe that you had an experience of that sort when you were younger, or maybe when you were very, very young, you know. And I think today you're really going to be processing it, and you're really going to be showing yourself a lot of compassion today. I really don't see you fighting this emotion, but I just see you making peace with it, which it's not really, you're not making peace with what somebody did because you're making it okay, which that was never okay, right? But you're making peace with yourself because it's about you, okay? It's about you coming to peace and you coming to terms with things that someone else did, right? That had nothing to do with you. I'm also hearing for some of you guys taunting, bullying, right? Some of you guys were excessively bullied, abused physically in some way. This character here in the Five of Swords, I hate his fucking face. And so that can tell you what I think of this character. I hate this kid's face. And I feel like you're really processing tough things that have happened to you. I mean, very tough things that may have silenced you with the Page of Swords energy, right? May have silenced that inner child in you that was very, I'm hearing argumentative. People may have said that was argumentative. That's not argumentative. You're standing up for yourself. Every kid needs this Page of Swords energy in them because a lot of kids experience things. And so that's why children are bestowed with that gift of the Page of Swords, where they can just blurt things out and they don't even know what they're really saying, you know? And so that's your protection. That Page of Swords energy, your voice is your protection as a child. And I feel like a lot of you guys in a younger form of yourself, in a younger time, you were silenced. You experienced a lot of grief and tough energy and bullying and coercion, you know, nasty people, and you kind of silence that. You silence those emotions. You never let them run through you. But I think you're really showing yourself a lot of love. It's almost like, you know, you're being that adult that you wish was there during that time. And you're doing what you wish that adult would have done. Okay? Some of you guys, this could be triggered through recent events or through something that could occur today, or something that you hear about from a friend today, and it triggers that. Or you just go deep into that emotion once you hear me talk about this, and you kind of remember it, and then you let the emotions flow. But ultimately the main energy is the Queen of Cups, so I do see a lot of emotional solace and consideration. You're really loving yourself, you know what I mean? And some of you guys, they're you know, if you need help, the universe knows when, you know, how you need it. And some of you guys, this Queen of Cups character could be somebody around you, or somebody that you meet, that you find, you discover. With the Ace with the Swords energy, it could be online, or someone that you're talking to through social media, or someone that, you know, you just call on the phone, and they're very compassionate. This is a very loving person that can give you the love that you need, okay? But ultimately the love has to come from yourself, you know. Ultimately you have to be able to love yourself, you know. But I really feel like this situation, it'll be healed, and they're saying mitigated. Jesus, their vocabulary. It'll be mitigated the way that I have an Aquarian star guide, right? So she has very broad vocabulary, but it'll be mitigated the way that it needs, that's best for you. Okay, so let's see how you're feeling. I actually want to know why, but they're saying I don't need to know why. Okay, so I want to see what you're feeling or what you're thinking towards your connection. We have the Devil reversed, so I feel, I was gonna say that some of you guys are feeling exceptionally trapped in your connection, but as soon as I thought of that, or as soon as I let that sit in me, my soul immediately rejected it, and I know that that's not what it is, right? So some of you guys could be like, no, that's not the case, but that's to give you further clarification as to how true this is. I feel as though some of you guys are moving away from fear regarding your twin flame connection, regarding this person. Anything that kept you trapped, bound, gagged, sealed, you know, constrained in this connection, where maybe you felt like if this person goes left, I have to go left, or I'm stuck, you know. You're realizing that, you know what, yes, I love this person. Yes, they're a great person. Yes, we have had so many wonderful memories, but I am not going to put up with XYZ, or I am not going to, I'm hearing waste my life, you know, like I'm going to be strong enough to, I keep pointing to this card, the Ten of Swords, to put to bed a tough cycle. Okay, so this Devil energy here, it's different for so many of you guys, but I feel a liberation of sorts, realizing that maybe you kept yourself in a place, or you had a belief system, you had a habit of doing things that was very limiting and constricting to you. And look at that, you're letting the sun in. Alright, now the sun isn't fully in, because if it was fully in, we'd have the sun right here, right? But you're letting the sun in, and you're realizing that, okay, you know what, just because this person isn't showing me love, that doesn't mean that I'm not love, you know? Like, but this is, it sounds kind of, the way I'm saying it, it almost feels a little superficial. I feel like I'm not really conveying it to its truest extent for most of you guys, right? But ultimately the person experiencing it, you know what it is, right? You're freeing yourself. You're gaining confidence. You're gaining confidence either within this connection or just within yourself, right? Within yourself, your ability to make this happen. And the reason why that this has happened is because there was a period of standstill where things were not growing, things were not moving forward, and it almost felt like you were cursed in a way. But no, in reality, you weren't cursed. You were just meant to stay still, right? And you're trying to move the wheel before it was ready to be moved. And through this period of time that you experienced this, of slow gain, slow rewards, right, for some of you guys, or slow communication, slow movement in this connection, you've actually freed yourself from being trapped. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, this trappedness that you felt, that you're freeing yourself from, it doesn't actually come from this twin flame. From a lot of you guys, it came from your past with the Five of Swords and the Page of Swords energy. It came from your past, and it's through you objectively taking a look at this past and healing. That's how you're able to now look at this person, or look at this, whatever the twin flame journey is for you, because it is associated with your divine life purpose. For a lot of you guys, it's not just this other person, okay? The universe is so vast and abundant. A lot of you guys are empresses. Empress represents abundance, okay? So, you know, it can't just be one thing. You know, it has to be so many different things. And so, but your connection, the way that you're viewing it, the way that you're relating to it now, is so much more free than the way you used to relate to it before. I mean, so much more free. Justice coming in here, justice is being served. This is happening because there's some sort of justice that's served, or you're realizing what you deserve, okay? You're realizing what you deserve. This is so beautiful. So I really feel you just having a more laissez-faire approach where you don't take what this person does so seriously, or you don't take, let's say this is also attached to your career. A lot of you guys, it is. You know, a lot of you guys aren't really exploring your gifts and exploring your true potential. And it's beautiful because love has led you right here to watching this video. And so you watching this video, now it's almost like the universe is trying to expand you even more, right? So take the expansion. It's not just about this person. This person is involved, and that's amazing, but there's so much more. A lot of you guys have gifts. Hone your gifts. Share your gifts with the world. It'll bring you more joy. When you share your gifts, more love will grow. You'll gain more. And then you can expand even further and even broader in your life. Okay, so it's not just about this person. And I think a lot of you guys, this devil energy that you're freeing yourself from, it's actually helping you to realize that it's not just about this person. That actually, in you connecting with this person, it's made your experience so much more broad. You know, like it's actually opened your world up more than it was before. And I feel like a lot of you guys, in you realizing this as well, you're not going to have so much resentment towards this person and what they did and what they said and how they left, you know, because I know some of you guys, this person is not in your life right now, right? You're not going to have so much resentment towards this person because you see everything that in you meeting them has brought into your life. Everything that, you know, you connecting with this person and realizing the great realization of you being on your twin flame journey, what it's actually done to you and how it's actually expanded your life and broadened your horizons, you know. And you can actually look at it with a place of gratitude. The sun energy is a wish fulfilled card, but it's also a card of solitude and peace and enlightenment. This is true. This is like enlightenment to the 10th degree. I mean, the Hanged Man is the enlightenment card, but the sun is like when you're just basking in enlightenment, because the sun comes after the moon, right? When you realize what all this was for. That's the sun energy. And it's like, wow, it really explains everything. Seriously. I had a sun moment that felt like the tower. But it was a sun moment because it made so much sense. You know? So what energy do we have for a lot of you guys? What crystal energy is trying to communicate with you guys? We have topaz. Forgiveness heals. Time to release repressed anger as it's blocking your health and happiness. See, a lot of you guys, the reason why you're exploring your emotions right now is because there's some emotions that, you know, there's some tough emotions. I'm hearing stringent, stuck emotions, like gunk in a pipe, right? That's been there, you know, and it requires you to forgive and not forgive them. I used to be somebody who would say, you know, just forgive them. And I feel like, no, don't forgive them. Forgive yourself and give what they did to God. Give it to God to handle, to bring you justice. And I feel like with justice showing up there, justice will be served. Justice for some of you guys could already be being served, right? Through you and through them. But it's not just, oh, you know, you're going to watch me succeed. No, they're also going to get theirs. You know, you can't treat people badly and molest people and abuse people and verbally assault a child or a young adult. For some of you guys, this happened when you're very young, right? And just walk away from it and just be fine. No, you're not going to just move on and have a great life. Like, no, it doesn't work like that. It's so illogical. So, you know, just forgive and not forgiving them because you're making it okay. Forgive them and forgive yourself because, well, forgive them, you know what I'm trying to say. And forgive yourself because it's like drinking poison. Don't hold on to resentment. It only ages you, you know? We talked about this last time. It only ages you, ages your body, ages your bones, ages your skin. Why? When you're a beautiful soul, don't do that. Just forgive it, release it, let it go. Process it, understand why it makes you so angry, and that's why it's time to take some time, go within and be bored for a little bit, and connect to Gaia, connect to your spirit guides, connect to your higher self, they have messages for you. I'm laughing because I know what they mean, because that's kind of something that's been happening to me these past few days. Like literally just yesterday, I'm like, I feel like they have something to tell me, but I don't want to know. And I woke up this morning and I had an intense realization about something, and I was like, wow, this is what I've been running from. But it was so layered and deep that I just had to give it time for it to come up, and I know there's more, right? So I feel like a lot of you guys, you deserve to have those realizations because they really make you feel so much lighter. They really free your life, you know? So that's really gorgeous. I hope you watch from the beginning to the end, you know? You're missing all the medicine if you don't. But now we're going to move into this other person or this other situation. Your divine mirror, okay? So what's going on with them? What are they doing today? Page of Cups reverse. I feel like this person, they're taking a look at their inner child. I don't think they're doing it quite as well as you are. I'm just being honest, right? I don't think that they're doing it quite as good as as detail oriented as you're doing it. But they're trying to take a look at it, right? It's definitely very hard for this person. They're coming off as kind of finicky and flaky with this Page of Swords, Page of Cups energy. It could be exploring some unhappy emotion, kind of not really being very good at communicating today. The High Priest is showing up there. Not very good at communicating today, processing some deep stuff that I don't think, the deeper it is, the more they don't want to process it, you know? And they could be trying to focus on what they normally focus on, but it's going to be incredibly difficult for them to do that today. So if this person is somebody who works all the time, work is going to be hard for them to do. I mean, they're not going to be able to carry conversations at work or on the phone, because we're on quarantine, so on the phone. They're not going to be able to carry on with life the way they normally do. They're definitely not going to feel like they can, okay, because it's the Page of Cups, right? And it's because there's something deep down in them that's trying to be looked at, but they're fighting it, right? You know, a lot of times the mirror is going to fight it, right? So the mirror needs you to touch your face in order for you to be reflected back in the mirror that you're touching your face. Okay, so I'm not saying that you're responsible for them, but there is some sort of synchronicity here, and there's been this mirroring going on for weeks in these readings. So I really feel like with the Page of Cups reversed energy and the High Priestess, they need to take a look at something. They need to be still, but they don't want to be still. They're not used to being still. They fight being still. They don't like it at all. They don't like it one bit. Okay? And that's what they're needing to do. They don't want to do it. Okay? And I feel like it's tough childhood memories. Justice for them as well. That's why Justice card wanted to go back in my deck. I feel like it's very tough memories, or, you know, for some of them, it could be stuff that they feel like they did wrong, right? That it's troubling them. Because I noticed two women here, and I just feel like for some of them, they could have done a lot of women wrong, or done a particular woman very wrong in their life, and their inner child is not able to rest, you know? And that's not to say that people who do wrong, I mean, I definitely have done wrong. You have done wrong. Don't think that your shit doesn't stink. It stinks too. So we're not here to chastise people or point the finger or blame people, but this is their perspective, and they feel like there is a woman that they did wrong, right? That is in some way energetically needs their justice. I mean, this woman energy, this woman is very powerful. Pisces and Libra, right? This woman is very powerful, and in some level, on some dimension, she's seeking justice. And he must, or she must, whoever this person is, they must give that justice. They have to. And it's like you can run from it, but you can't hide from it, okay? And it's almost like this is affecting them very deep down to like their core, all right? For some of you guys, this Page of Cups reverse energy could be you, where they're taking a look at maybe the way that they have misled you. They're taking a look at maybe the ways that they did not communicate properly to you. Maybe the ways that they told white lies. I mean, the Page of Cups reverse, he's a, you know, people don't really get him together when he does whatever he does. You know, people don't really get him together like that because he's a cute kid. But, you know, he could be finicky. He could be flaky. He doesn't throw temper tantrums like the Page of Wands does. But he could make agreements with people and then just fall through on them and not care, you know, and like just be very flaky, you know, not be a very nice kid, a little manipulative, you know. But it's very rare that children will take their emotion and manipulate others with it, and it's very rare that it will be expressed in the Page of Cups energy. So I feel like this is relatively innocent, whatever it is that they feel like they have done, whatever it is that I'm feeling some of you guys, your higher self is making them take a look at themselves that they've done. It can be relatively innocent where it's coming from, but it is bothering them, okay, because there is justice that needs to be made, and they're not going to be able to focus on anything until they bring justice. I mean, the High Priestess energy, she's quiet, but she does not let up. She'll hang out for 20, 30 years until you do the right thing. I mean, this energy is patient, but please do not think that it's that kind, and don't think that it's going to forget what you've done. And the underlying energy is the Six of Cups energy, so this is definitely something from their past that's haunting them, okay? A lady from their past. It's definitely a very feminine lady energy. For a lot of you guys, it's you. As you journey into yourself and you show yourself compassion, you're allowing your higher self, the High Priestess, for especially Queen of Cups energy, the High Priestess can be a lot of you guys' higher selves, especially with the Queen of Cups, right? Where your higher self is seeking justice. You know, because you're tuning into yourself. Okay, so now you know what justice you need from said people or said person. Alright, so I want to have a look at why this Page of Cups energy is showing up for them. It's because of the Queen of Swords. I was waiting for the other queen. This is the Libra queen, right? Justice, right? And it's because I just feel like on some level, whether you know it or not, you're very unhappy with this person. You are, and they need to change. They need to do things different, because with the Queen of Swords showing up like this is an angry queen, but she's not facing down. When she's facing down to me like this, then she's very cunning, she's very malicious, she's very nasty. When she's up, she's a little gullible. When she's up, she's vulnerable, because she sees the bright side, and her perception almost makes her see everything as great, you know. But she doesn't have a clear perception unless she's upright, right? But she's not nasty, she's not cutting people down. In fact, she's uplifting people that maybe shouldn't be uplifted, you know. She's forgiving people that maybe shouldn't be forgiven. And this person, oh, there's something else I want to say about her. Give me a second. It's like she's just not seeing things clearly. Okay, but it comes from a place where it's like she has really good intentions, you know. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, this person, they may have taken advantage of that, or they may have, it's not taking advantage of it. What is it? It's not taking advantage of it, though, is what they keep saying. Shut themselves off from it, you know, been indecisive because of it. Took your kindness for weakness, and attempted to monopolize it, or take it as an opportunity for them to gain from it. You know what I'm trying to say? And they can't get away from doing that. You can't do that and get away with it. Especially if it's your divine feminine. You can't do that. You know, you just can't. You can't take someone, especially someone showing up as the Queen of Swords, upright, you know, almost their face up to the sky. I mean, someone that, you know, it's almost like the universe protects people like that, because the universe almost knows that this person isn't seeing things clearly. And when you take advantage of that, you set up your own karma. You know, this person is setting up their own karma. You know, I've been seeing it for a while. They are kind of setting up their own karma. Okay, so let's have a look at what this person is feeling or doing towards the connection. I kind of want to move on from this because this feels a little uncomfortable, and it's going to be going on for a few days to weeks, because they're going to be resisting it, right? Okay. So let's have a look at what they're feeling or doing towards the connection. The Two of Pentacles. I feel like if this person had felt like they were certain that they wanted to be with you, or they were certain that they wanted to not be with you, I think it's more so if they were certain that they didn't want to be with you, they're now weighing up that decision. For others of you guys, it's like they have had so many other things going on that I feel like they did not balance the situation well. And they kind of let the situation fall by the wayside, or some other aspect of their life fall by the wayside. And so they're getting balanced. This Two of Pentacles energy is almost them getting balanced. And notice the two play with the High Priestess showing up. This person's not going to escape this, okay? They're not going to escape this energy. I mean, I really feel like there's some spirit that is near them, or some higher energy that's near them that is watching them. Like, their every move. They're not, for some reason I keep hearing they're not going to escape this. Like, oh gosh, that's why I don't hurt people, because this is what happens to you. You know, this is why I don't take advantage of people. This is what happens when you do that, you know? And so with the star showing up here in the Six of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles, there is some star being that is bringing justice to you, bringing justice to the situation, bringing balance here. Where this person withheld, they have to give. I mean, the Six of Pentacles energy, you have to give. You can't, there's no such thing as, you know, this person, the reason why there's only one coin, there's one coin missing on this side, is because eventually he has to balance out this other side. And the longer you spend giving to this area and not giving to this area, the more time you're going to have to spend balancing out this area again. And I've experienced it so many times in my life as a Libra. Justice, I have to be balanced. When I'm in balance, it affects me in a very deep way. Like, physiologically, it has affected me physiologically from being in balance. So this person, they can't keep doing whatever it is that they're doing and not expect to pay for it dearly. Okay, some of you guys need to hear that, because you may think that, you know, maybe your twin flame did something and they're just off. No, they're not. They're not. The Queen of Swords showing up here, they're not just off. And now the Queen of Swords sees clearly. Okay, so she knows they're not just off doing whatever. They're going to pay for it. You have to pay. You have to pay the piper. You have to pay your dues. Okay? And their piper is the devil. So they have to pay the devil. Jesus, why am I getting all these downloads right now? I'm just letting it happen, okay? So, yeah, they're just kind of going along, juggling. For some of them, they could be a little uncertain of what path they chose before. Like, let's say they chose something out other than you. Now they're kind of like, well, I don't know if I chose the right thing, because they didn't choose the right thing, right? But it's starting off in a physical way. This person's very materialistic. So it's starting off in a material way where they're noticing materially. And then it'll go deeper, you know? First it's going to start material, because that's all they really know. That's all they really care about. And then it'll go to the thought. And then it'll go to the energy levels. And then it'll hit the emotions. Because this person, they run from their emotions a lot. Okay? So I do feel the sense of kind of weighing things up, being uncertain, right? Two of Swords. See, I said from the Pentacles to thought, right? Two of thought now, you know, so they're kind of being indecisive, because they're realizing, okay, I don't think I made the right choice. They realize that they made a bad decision. I'm hearing in the recent past, they had a choice to do something, right? And they chose to fight it, to not do it, to do whatever it was that they normally do. And now they're being forced to take a look at that choice, and they're realizing that that was the wrong choice for them. And they will continue to realize it until they hit a hard end. They're supposed to hit a hard end. They're supposed to hit a hard end. They're supposed to lose something. Death energy. They're supposed to lose something. It's karma, though. It balances things out. And it's not you. It's not, you don't have to worry about it. Look at your reading, right? You're freeing yourself. You did the work already. This person, they're supposed to lose something. They're going to. With Judgment showing up, with the King of Pentacles. But before that, it was the Ace of Wands. But that, they're saying that that's not important. It was the King of Pentacles. Justice showing up with the King of Pentacles. That's the way I divinate. I read cards in kind of a unique manner. But with that shit, they have to make a judgment about something massive that they've built up, okay? And they have to start afresh. So, you know, they're going to pay for it, okay? No free lunch. I got that download this morning. No free lunch. There's no such thing as free lunch. All right, so, yeah. They are definitely working on bringing you more in. I think that they think that that's going to remedy the situation. I think that they think that, okay, you know, maybe I worked too much before and that's why it didn't happen. Or maybe I was seeing this other person before and maybe that's why it didn't work out. Maybe that can make it work. No, you know, they start off juggling. They think that that's going to be the only way. But that's not the way that it's going to happen. It's going to happen through destruction, with the Tower showing up again in another deck. It's something in their life is going to be destroyed. An old paradigm. Something that they that they built up on a solid foundation will eventually be torn down. So they're gonna, I feel like if a lot of you guys, if you were hurt by this person deeply hurt you, they're going to pay for it, right? For others of you guys, if this person like just kind of made a wrong choice, they're gonna pay for it. But I feel like the severity is varying for each and every one of you guys. So some of you guys, this person really did something bad. For some of you guys, this person, they did something bad, but it's not like something that really, really hurt you. You know, I mean, even if it did, that's why they're saying go deeper into your emotions, go deeper into how you felt when they did that, okay? And then the severity of the true emotion that you feel, that's the way the High Priestess is going to hit them, okay? Ace of Swords, you saw how that fell out? That's why they want you to go within. That's why they want you to go within and look at the star again. You have a strong being showing up in this reading in particular, because this strong being is saying, no, I'm in this reading, right? That's trying to deliver a message through me, and they're saying, yeah, go within your emotions, understand how that person made you feel. You understand whoever this is, and I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's your twin flame, right? How this person or the situation made you feel, because Saturn's in retrograde. Saturn's gonna kick some ass, right? I mean, Saturn's freeing you from a prison, right? So, I mean, what is it doing to this person who chose to willingly stay in this prison? It's gonna kick its ass too. So, go within, know how you really feel about what they did, and then let your higher self go in on them, because your higher self is she's kicking ass and taking names. Okay, that's it. She's kicking ass and she's taking names. That's it. All right. So what message do you need to know about this twin flame journey with this person? Okay, and this can even be in a career sense, or your or this person, right? So stay strong in your faith. Positive outcome is dependent upon you keeping a positive mindset. I feel like if you still want this person in your life, stay strong, stay positive, right? If you don't, though, there will be other people that will come into your life that are better suited for you, that will also mirror that twin flame dynamic into your life, right? But if you want this person back in your life, then stay positive about it. Your higher self is bringing them in. You need to be very candid and frank with yourself and honest about what you desire. What are your expectations? What are the things that you expect? What are the things that you need to make yourself feel happy and feel truly loved? That's why you need to venture into your emotions, so you know how you feel. Okay, not how angry you are, but know how you truly feel about what happened. Okay, so journey into your emotions so that the universe can bring that to you. And with Dolomite being here, just need to stay positive. After you've journeyed in and you've realized what you want and you've told the universe what you want, just stay positive about the outcome. I mean, look at this energy showing up. So you didn't even ask it, and here it is. You know, the star again, the star in a completely different deck. Like, you didn't even ask it, and you've got this wish, major wish being fulfilled. The star is a major wish. I'm hearing it's an 8-year-long wish, right? There goes the star, bringing in a massive wish with the 9 of Cups underlying the whole reading. Underlying the whole deck. All right, so I was asking, what is this person like? I was trying to pull a card here, and then this card fell out, and they said, what is this person moving away from? You heard that? Yep. So I asked, what is this person moving away from? And they said the King of Cups. The King of Cups can hide his emotions, so maybe this person is moving away from hiding their emotions. But they said you're going to need a clarifier, so just go ahead and do that. Don't even waste your time. So what is this King of Cups energy? The Two of Pentacles reversed. So they're moving away from... Oh... They're moving away from an overfixation on material things. For some reason, this King of Cups energy, it allowed them to still to prosper and to continue to be materialistic, right? To cling on to material things. So this person, they could have a high compassion and high empathy for those things around them, or for the people around them, right? For their independence, for their material things. This is so unique. What the hell? They're like, you need to calm down so you can get this message. So I'm gonna just stay calm. Okay. This person, they have a hard time keeping things afloat while life is going on. okay? They have a hard time juggling. That's what I'm seeing here. They have a hard time juggling. They have a hard time balancing life, responsibilities, money, relationships, family. They have a hard time with that. And for some reason, that's linked to the King of Cups energy. For some of them, this could be a friend, someone that they work with, a coworker that is a King of Cups type, that is, but I don't understand. Maybe this King of Cups this King of Cups energy, if it's another person, they have a way of validating this person's bad behavior. For some of you guys, this King of Cups energy, this is someone who validates their bad behavior. Like when they do something wrong, they have this friend or this family. It's you. It's you. They have this friend or this family member that bails them out, or that tells them that it's okay. You know, that kind of is in their corner, that makes them feel like it's okay to be the way that they are. When in reality, they need to change. They need to be better. They need to evolve. They need to change. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, you are this King of Cups energy, because showing up here is the Queen of Swords, and I feel like that's you guys. Where I feel like a lot of you guys, especially if you're in contact with this person, you have a way of almost being overly compassionate with this person, but it's upright. It's upright. You know what I mean? Like, this card fell out upright. It's a person. It's a human. It's a character, right? That they're moving away from, right? And either this character is moving away from them, or they're moving away from this person. And it's because for some reason, this situation or this person makes it difficult for them to juggle things. Okay? Wow, that's so interesting. This is so interesting. I knew that this would be really interesting. Okay? And I feel like for some of you guys, this is you. Like, you have a way of, like, when this person does something that's bad, you're like, oh, no, it's okay. No, it's not. You know? Or you just have a way of, like, empathizing. I'm hearing over-empathize to the point where it's like, no, they shouldn't do that. You need to say something. And you don't say anything because you just are this really compassionate person that's like, you know, if I don't want to be bothered, I don't want to be bothered, you know? But it's like, no, this person's getting a whole lot of something for nothing, you know? And it's because you're not standing up for yourself. Seven of Wands in the Three of Pentacles. This is someone that they're moving away from. Now, that's all they're really telling me about this person is the Queen of Swords and the Two of Pentacles reversed. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's the way that you communicate with them. I think you're very mature. Regardless of who's older or who's younger, you're very mature. And you have a way of, like, when someone says something, you're very independent. Now, Nine of Pentacles showed up. You're very independent. And so you respect other people's independence. And it's almost like this person uses this and they abuse this, you know, they abuse this in you, where they'll continue to neglect you or neglect whatever it is that's involving this connection, because you're so understanding about it. And so you're no longer counseling them. You're no longer being like, oh no, it's okay. No, you're gonna say something when they do something wrong, or when they say they're gonna do something and they don't do it. You're going to say something about it, because you're not going to validate this bad behavior anymore. And I don't think you're trying to validate it. I think you're just understanding. King of Cups is showing up here again. I think you're just understanding. But I feel like it's not working. Okay? Why is this person moving away from the King of Swords and the Knight of Wands? That's somebody that'll fucking make you move away from something. And I think the reason why this person is moving away from them, I think it's because this person is almost being removed from them. With the Knight of Wands, the King of Swords energy, and the Knight of Wands. Just look at the character. Look at the placement and the character, the imagery. Right? It's almost like this King of Swords is being like, no, right? And he's sending the Knight away. So I feel like whoever this King of Cups is, they're forcibly being like, no. Okay? And they're drawing up strict boundaries. And they're sticking to their goal. Now, for a lot of you guys, this is this person. They're this King of Cups energy. And they tend to be very compassionate and loving with other people as well, right? There's different people I'm reading for. I keep saying. This person tends to be very compassionate and very loving and very understanding with everybody around them, and very generous and all that stuff with their time, their emotions. And they're realizing that throws them off. That throws them off. You know, it just makes it hard for them to be there for you, be there for this connection, because they're being there for everybody else. Okay, and with the Emperor showing up underlying, I really feel like this is their Emperor nature coming out, drawing boundaries and guarding the territory. Okay, and the reason why is because they need to. If they're going to make changes, if they're going to be able to pursue you and pursue this, they need to draw firm boundaries. And so they're moving away from this King of Cups energy, which is interesting because the King of Cups, he has good boundaries. But it's almost like this person, if they're a father or something, or they're a really good friend, it's almost like all their friends like come to them with all their problems, and they're not able to be there for you because they're too busy being there for other people, and they're letting their wants, their needs, their desires go to the shitter. And that's not fair. So how is that impacting the connection? The Two of Wands reversed. I feel like for a lot of you guys, wow, I'm gonna need a clarifier on that. I'm hearing the choice is already made. Queen of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. I feel like the choice is already made, right? This person has already decided that they want to be with you, especially if you're sitting in your Queen of Wands energy, where you're very bold, courageous, you're speaking up for yourself now, you know your value, you know that you're like the hottest thing since sliced bread. I mean, the Queen of Wands is the hottest thing since sliced bread, right? And with the Knight of Pentacles energy, you're grounded and you're stable and you're self-insecure, then they already are going in your direction. But I feel like if you have not fully realized this yet, they still are going in your direction. But it's the more you realize this about yourself, the more they come into your direction. But I feel like most of you guys, you've activated this in you. And that's why you're even watching this. So I'm going to stick to that, right? So you're sitting in your Queen of Wands energy. A lot of you guys are sitting in a witchy vibration where you're very like, you are a very good attractor, okay? Or you're a businesswoman, you work for yourself, or you're just very independent. But not to your detriment. Some women are very independent to their detriment, and it's sad to see. But you're not independent to your detriment. You just know that you can do things on your own, and you know that if you need help, the help will be provided for you before you even know that you need the help. And you're not concerned with certain things. Okay? So this is a woman who's going to take care of herself, who doesn't really want to rely on anybody, who has lots of people throwing themselves at her feet, you know, dying to be with her, but she doesn't need to be with them. She doesn't really even want to be with them, you know. She can do things on her own, you know. And I feel like this is the character that a lot of you guys are displaying. And so this person, the choice is already made, as in they're already going in that direction. Okay, and now they can be more present in your life. Okay. Now I feel like for a lot of you guys, if this person did not know that they made this choice to be with you in their 3D meat suit, like some people's body that you see here on earth, it's very disconnected from their true selves. Like they've almost cut the cord from their true self. I mean, you can't cut it, but you can like tamper with it, you can just block it, you can harden it, you can calcify it, you know, and just block off the connection from your higher self. So I feel like if that's the case, where they're super blocked off, they don't know it yet. That's why they said the choice is already made, but they are already going in the direction towards you. Okay? So they're cutting out this King of Cups energy. I feel like this person is there for so many people. They literally listen to so many people's sob stories every day, and it drains them. And with the King of Swords energy showing up, the King of Swords is not here to be drained by nobody. He's not here for that. Alright? Have you met a King of Swords? They're not here for none of that shit. Alright? They're gonna go take action. My sister told me a few months ago that I show up in her readings as a King of Swords, and I was so proud of myself. You know, I was like, wow, you're so sweet. But she said I show up as a King of Swords. I don't show up as a King of Swords for myself, so that's interesting. Unless I'm in the middle of doing something, then I'm like, okay, that's me. Both times I'm the Queen, or I'm the High Priestess, or the Empress lately. That's how I'll show up. But this is really interesting. This person is showing up at, I wonder how you guys show up. You guys comment down below how you show up in your readings. If you pull cards, how do you show up in your readings? Comment down below. I might check the comments for that. I haven't been checking the comments lately because I've been exhausted and I just feel kind of drained, you know. And I just feel, not that you guys aren't great, I just don't really want to be on social media right now. I've been off social media for a while, so I love the comments, don't get me wrong, you know, you can go ahead and keep doing that, but I don't know, I need to like separate myself sometimes and then come back. That's just how I am. That's how I live. Alright, y'all, so let's see what you're moving away from or walking towards and how that's impacting the connection. You're moving away from the Seven of Cups energy. I think you're moving away from being confused and eluded by things that seem like gold, but they're not. And I also feel like you're also being open to all the possibilities in life. Alright, because this is something you're moving away from and walking towards. A lot of people read the Seven of Cups energy as a negative card, when it's not negative and it's not positive. It's a 7 energy. 7 energies, especially the minor arcana, it's perfectly half and half, where it's perfectly positive and it's perfectly negative. You can't read it one way or the other. That's sevens, right? Three, and then there's one coin in the center. Where does that come from? That's spiritual energy. That's why sevens is a very spiritual number. It's a number of heaven, right? So I feel like a lot of you guys on one end of the spectrum, you kind of let yourself be dazzled, dazed, and confused by the things outside of you that are, like stars in the sky. And I think you're realizing that some stars, some things that look like stars, they're actually satellites, And then on the other end of the spectrum, you're also seeing or realizing that there's so many possibilities in life. Like, there's not just one way to live life. There's not just one way to be. There's so many different ways to be. And you're accepting that. So this is about, giving up, right? And giving up on what? Oh, 7 of Cups. So I feel like some of you guys, you're not investing in things that are not clear to you. I think a lot of you guys are walking away from speculation, like where you're like, okay, you know what? They could be doing this or they could be doing that. But at the end of the day, like if they didn't come from their mouth, you don't know for a fact. So you're not going to sit there and assume anymore, okay? You're walking away from assuming. But then at the same time, on the other end of the spectrum, you're also being open to everything that's outside of you and everything that's around you. You're not investing in things that are not concrete anymore, okay? You're not investing in things that you do not know for certain anymore. But at the same time, you are being open to all the possibilities in life, and you know that there's so many different ways that things can happen, that things can come about, that you can do this and you can do that. And it's also helping you with the 9 of Cups to follow your dreams and to open your heart. Put your heart in a cup and get on a horse and gallivant across a river. That's what it's helping you to do in a desert. I just noticed the 9 of Cups, he's in a desert. Like, what is he doing in the desert? He's the 9 of Cups. That's so interesting that he's in a desert that's devoid of water. And he's the Knight of Cup. That's a message in there, This person's almost journeying in pursuit of love, putting water in his cup in a place where there's no water. And it could be that he's journeying towards the beach. The Queen of Cups, she's on a beach, right? Or she's on the shores of a beach. I think that's what I remember of her. Oh, she just showed up. She's on the shores of a beach. Yeah, she is on the beach shores. So eventually he gets to the ocean, right? But first he has to journey through the sand. So you're almost journeying through a place where it's mirages. Deserts is where you see mirages and stuff, right? Deserts are where you see cactuses and a lack of water, right? Where this person is the prince of water. He's in the pursuit of water in a place where there's no water. But it's almost like this is restoring your faith. It's making you realize that eventually you have to hit the shores of the desert and the shores of the sands, and there's water at the shore, right? And there's a whole ocean of water, okay? So journeying into it and still trusting, but also realizing that, okay, I don't have to invest my money into this, you know what I mean? But I could still journey through it to understand it more, and it's not going to kill me. Let's have a look at why this 7 of Cups energy is showing up here, something that you're moving away from or walking towards. 6 of Pentacles, not upright or reversed. I really feel like whatever this energy was or is, 7 of Cups energy, maybe you've done it before and you realize it was a waste of money, and you realize it threw you off balance. I think whichever one, which I think both of you guys are deciding to do both, right? You're realizing that that's going to improve your finances, because if you're investing money in things that are not clear or precise or you're not sure of, if you're investing your energetic resources in something that's not clear or precise, Pentacles are you. So if you're investing yourself into something that's not clear or precise, it almost throws you off balance, and you're going through a transformation that is almost going to change your entire life. Notice the sands again. Scorpio energy is death. 9 of Cups can be a Scorpio, right? And notice he's on the sands. He's on sands again. I'm just noticing the sand play and the lack of water. It's so interesting. So I think you're realizing that, you know what? I have to go through this to get to where I want to go. Like things are not going to be clear and upfront. to get to where, you know, on the way of where I'm going. But I don't have to lose myself in the delusions of grandeur or the delusions of what's not known until I get there. I know I'm getting there. So I'm not going to invest my resources and my energy into something that's not clear. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, you know, maybe with this connection, some of you guys could be like doing a lot of assuming of like who they are, what they're doing, you know, who are they with, all that stuff. But it's like, at the end of the day, it's a waste of your time and it's a waste of your resources, because you could be putting that time and energy into yourself, into bettering yourself, into growing yourself, into pursuing yourself and understanding yourself more, getting a greater understanding of your life and what's happening with you, and also transforming. A lot of you guys are going through a heavy transformation and heavy understanding of life. And you're now freeing yourself from that so that you can do that. Okay? You're freeing yourself from being confused so that you can actually go towards what's clear and what's precise. That was really, really, really deep. That message was so deep. Okay, so how is this impacting the connection, the Ten of Swords? So I really feel like if you felt very defeated in love or in this connection, you're not doing that anymore. Because you're not investing yourself, so much of yourself, so much of what's precious to you. I mean, pentacles are some of the most precious things to us, is your body or your children. Those are pentacles, right? You're not going to invest that into something that's literally smoke and mirrors. You know what I mean? And because of that, you're not feeling so defeated in this connection anymore, because you're waiting for things to be more clear. At the end of the day, you're a full-grown man. You know, most of you guys are women. This is a full-grown man. If he wants to make things known to you, he will. When he wants to make things known to you, he will. If he doesn't want to be clear, it's because he really doesn't want to be clear. He doesn't want to be understood. He doesn't want you to understand him clearer. So stop trying to do that, because it's a waste of your resources. And at the end of the day, you come up with nothing, because it's ugats, it's smoke and mirrors, right? It's shadows. And then you feel defeated at the same time because you put so much into it. So you're not doing that anymore. Like, you're just not. And it's helping you to leave a place of feeling defeated. And also, ultimately, the journey into the unknown has always been healing your inner child, and you're gaining this greater understanding about love, about what love really means to you and what you really need to feel loved. A lot of you guys, you wouldn't know that communication was important to you if you were in a connection where this person doesn't communicate. You wouldn't know that it was important to you. So ultimately, it's teaching you lessons. Okay? So that's really beautiful. So what is this Ten of Swords energy showing up here? What is this? The Queen of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. Okay. So I think that it's allowing you to heal parts of yourself, especially parts of yourself surrounding your value for yourself. It's allowing you to heal it and realize where that was impacted and how that was impacted in some way, maybe in your early life. And it's helping you to heal that part of you that was impacted. Maybe that felt like you weren't worthy, or felt like you weren't enough. You know? Maybe the part of you that felt like you weren't worthy of investing into. You're healing those parts of yourself through going through this journey. But you're also realizing that this journey, or you don't have to feel this way anymore. And I feel like you're very close to hitting an Ace of Cups moment, where in this aspect of your life, you will no longer learn things the hard way anymore, because the Ace of Cups, once it shows up, you don't learn things on a hard way anymore. You learn things through love. But first, you kind of have to go through a hard time. I notice after the Ten of Swords energy, you hit the Cups suits, right? And then it's peaceful and it's nice. All right, so tough lessons being learned, and also gaining self-worth, self-value. Like, I'm worth more than this. I don't need to do this with this guy. You know, if he wants to talk, or this girl, if he wants to tell me what's going on, then he will. If he wants to lie, then he will. And I can't sit here and invest into delusions and confusion until this person wants to be clear. There's nothing I can do about it, okay? They just are going to just be unclear and be confusing until they want to stop being unclear and confusing. Now, what is the energy between the two of you guys today? Oh, look at that, the Chariot. So what is it that you guys are focused upon doing? What's the energy for today? The Chariot. It's overcoming, right? I feel like today feel like a little bit of a victory for you, but not without the roadblocks of the Chariot. I mean, come on. If anybody who knows the Chariot energy knows the Chariot energy, you understand that. It's kind of a card of difficulty. You know, it's a card of things being... It's not a smooth ride with the Chariot, right? But ultimately, when you hit that goal, it feels really freaking good, right? And you'll get there. That's the thing about it. So I feel like this is more on the sides of the masculine. So this masculine energy, they will feel victorious in some way regarding this connection. I just want to know, what is this victory around? The Ace of Swords. It's clarity, possibly around you, right? The Empress, right? I think they feel victorious because I think they will get clarity about who you are to them and what role you really play in their life, which is the star role, which you're a blessing, you're a gift, your wish fulfilled for this person. So I feel like this Chariot energy is more on their side. It is both of you guys' side, but it's on their side. Some realization that they're having, and it's kind of triggering you. But with the Two of Cups showing here, I really feel like this is positive. But I don't know why they're not telling me everything about this. But they're showing me it's more on the masculine side, right? So the masculine is having something going on with him, right? We never know what the fuck he's dealing with. He's just dealing with shit and being weird about it, right? And then it brings you clarity, or brings him clarity about you, which ultimately causes him to act in a different way, right? Causes him to do something different, take an action that ultimately gives you clarity about him. So ultimately, there's clarity surrounding the situation and understanding what this connection really is to the two of you. And also, ultimately, we know, right? The Six of Cups hanging out right on top of this reading. We ultimately know, in the world again, we ultimately know that victory will be achieved in this dynamic, in this connection here. So if you're focused on watching this because the twin flame journey is your career, or is what you do, what you love to do, then you ultimately are realizing today, through something that's mirroring back to you in your business, or in your work, in your art, your craft, whatever, that you're realizing that you ultimately will be victorious in this, and you just need to enjoy the ride, right? Because once you get there, the ride is over. So you might as well enjoy the whole ride, and then get there and enjoy the beautiful scenery of having been there. And if this is your connection, which a lot of you guys it is, it's both, right? Whether you realize it or not, then this person is, and you're realizing that you will eventually ultimately be with this person. You guys will ultimately end up together. You guys were designed to be together, right? And you ultimately will. So you might as well just enjoy the journey and the ride and getting there. What's the point in getting in the car if you're not going to enjoy the ride? Because once you get there, it's over. All right? So that was a really beautiful reading. I thoroughly enjoyed sitting here and doing this reading today, which that doesn't really happen very much. But, I think days off are important because I think that's when you can really enjoy things, okay? So that's what I have for you guys, okay? Remember, I don't have weekly readings coming out for this week, but for June 1st to the 6th, I have weekly readings coming out. Those are really, really nice. I do recommend you check those out. I recommend you stay consistent with the readings, just so you can follow it. And so, when readings are really positive, you can gain the maximum positivity from it because you were doing the work. Do the emotional work, do the journaling, do the meditations. You have to do it because it will really change your life. It'll really help you examine and look at yourself in a different way. And above all, it's something you can do for yourself. It really doesn't cost you anything but your time and your energy, okay? So it's important to do that work because that's what's going to bring you with this person. I don't want a bunch of people who are waiting for someone for 15, 20 years. That's so sad. It makes me so sad to know that people are doing that. You deserve to be in love now. You don't deserve to be waiting and being pain forever, So do the work, meditate, go within, fall in love with yourself, and see what grows and blossoms around you as a result. That's what I have for you guys. I'm the Spiritual Barbie. Information about me is down below in the description bar. Thank you so much. For those of you guys who want to donate, donations are welcome. I really appreciate them. They mean the world to me. So yeah, take care and stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll talk tomorrow. Bye-bye.